Then stop threatening my life. Let's start there.
Y'all stop threatening me. Y'all stop threatening me on social media.
Stop threatening my life. Let's start there.
Y'all stop threatening me. Y'all stop threatening me on social media. Once you people are removed from this world, God can create something. God can create a whole new
he's
being.
mad.
Something that's more far intelligent than any of you people.
Let me ask you this. Do you want to kill me?
No, not you.
Mabel Rose is in the box.
Not you, Mabel Rose.
Okay, thank you.
Not a woman that served this country for 10 years. Look, I'm not mad at you, Mabel Rose. I'm not. Mabel Rose. This is Mabel Rose, right?
It is.
The one with the almost 50,000 followers, right?
Absolutely.
So this ain't a fake account.
No, sir.
I have your honor for that one, right?
I promise you on everything that I swear by under my God.
No. Don't swear. Even the Bible tells you ain't supposed to swear on nothing under heaven or earth.
I'll listen to the
I don't listen, Mabel Rose.
devil worshiper talk about
I
God.
apologize for all the disrespectful things that have come out my mouth when I was angry concerning everybody else and what I said about you. I apologize to you.
Hey, love.
And I mean that.
Hey, dark puppy.
Mabel Rose, I mean that. I
Hey,
have no disrespect
Casper.
to say against you.
We're watching Thomas.
Whatever faults are up against me concerning North Carolina. I don't care about North Carolina, Mabel Rose. All I care about is all the vulgarist harassment and all the threats that I keep getting. I don't care about what people think of me and what they think I should be doing. I'm nobody's servant. I'm nobody's slave. But Mabel Rose,
Can you change your phone number?
No, it's not my phone, Mabel.
Oh.
It doesn't belong to me. It belongs to somebody very important.
Can you tell
Liar.
him that
He's
you're
such a
being
liar.
harassed and you need it changed?
Mabel, there's a reason that gentleman's not wanting to change his phone number. They're
That's your phone number. Quit lying.
I didn't request and call. I didn't reach out to these people and ask them to send me all these threatening text messages, all the harassing phone calls and voicemails. They're hanging themselves.
Ain't nobody doing nothing.
That's what he's letting them do. That's what they fail to understand. This is not my phone.
Thank you, Locke.
And when Amy called yesterday, she wasn't threatening. She wasn't disrespectful. But the harassment.
What harassment?
Continues. He took the time to block several people after he got the information that he needed. I'm not by myself out here, Mabel.
You are too. Quit lying.
There's no way I could rescue this many dogs by myself.
You got 20 dogs.
That's what people need to understand. I'm legitimately not by myself.
Thank you.
But that's okay. I'm not here to expose their faces, and they don't want to be exposed. But I took all that money, Mabel Rose.
Looks like somebody punched you in the eye.
Large areas of land. And those are not sanctuaries, they're just safe havens for dogs.
Liar.
You'll need to show us that and show us the progression.
Mabel Rose, when I make it back to Oregon, which I'm only 5 hours away from Oregon. I'm only 5 hours away.
He's probably already in Oregon.
But I'm gonna tell you something, Mabel Rose.
Box, please. It's Scammy.
And I'm gonna be glad to be back.
Scammy's asking for a box.
I'm only going back just long enough to drop off when I'm bringing back, and I'm coming right back out.
Hey, there's somebody says that Scammy, Hermie Dennis. Can you let them up the box?
No, I'm not taking any more of their disrespect.
He's a guy that me and Scammy
All they
and
want to do is talk about North
everybody
Carolina,
over here
this,
on this
North
side
Carolina, that,
has been
Michigan,
tracking
this,
down for
Michigan,
almost
that.
2 years.
I don't care.
He's an unregistered sex
I
offender
just simply don't care.
and a big liar. He
don't.
steals dogs and sells them,
I
and
don't care.
just
about
he's
the
wanted in 4
5
states.
states they allege. I know I got warrants in Ogden, Utah for possession of a firearm by a felon.
The other
I got
day
the
he
same
threatened
charge
the
in Michigan.
president.
And it's weird. Nobody's listening when I talk.
It's because all you
Nobody's
do is
paying
lie.
attention. How come? And we all know this. If anybody knows the law, and if they have any common sense at all, I'm gonna slow down and I'm gonna say this. Why is North Carolina the only state
They
out of
blocked
all
scamming again.
48 states? Why is North Carolina the only state with a failure to register one? And I've been locked up 5 times, and never once did any of those states require me to register. They never even charged me for failure to register in their state. I'm gonna tell you something. The ignorance has got to stop. I am not required to register. If I was required to register, Maybelle, and even you know this, you're a very intelligent woman.
That's
you know
not what North
if I was required
Carolina
to register a
says.
sex offender, that would be in any state that I go to, in any county that I go to. And if I was arrested, they would be able to see it, and they would charge me with it. But the thing is, nobody but North Carolina has got that little bench warrant. It's because my case, I won my appeal. I won my appeal.
You did not. You can't
Evidence,
appeal after you're
and I'm not here to
convicted,
defend
dummy.
myself because Elizabeth and her sister are grown now. They're adults.
That don't
And
make
when
the crime any
I've
less.
told everybody.
They're
over and
victims
over
for the
again,
rest of their life.
I
Fucking
didn't touch nobody.
jackass.
I wasn't there. Todd Edwards. My Vivian, my youngest sister's husband, was the only one in that trailer with those 2 girls.
You're a liar.
It's so funny how when they did a rape kit test on me, pubical hair, all of that stuff. Why was my stuff never sent off to the lab to be tested?
It was,
How
dummy.
come my stuff just sit on a shelf not being tested? I
Stop
can't
lying,
understand
Thomas.
that, right? But the appellate courts identified that my stuff had never been tested. Now listen,
You can't appeal after you've done your
Were you
time.
wrongfully incarcerated for that?
17 and a half years. I was wrongfully incarcerated. I spent 3 years in the county waiting for them to test the DNA. And then when I went to trial, I was found guilty based off the testimony of those 2 girls who pointed me out and said all they remember is they were drunk off their ass, but I was the guy that had sex with them. But it's real funny. Here's the funny part. How come nobody talked about the pregnancy of both of those girls? Their children.
Oh my
The little
God.
boy
God is going to
and the little
strike
girl.
you down.
Elizabeth had a little girl and her sister had a boy. It's real funny. It's real funny when they finally got a DNA test on the 2 kids because they were trying to get back child support. I submitted a swab test. How come those children didn't come back to be mine? How come they come back to be Todd Edwards' kids?
How come you lie so much?
Nobody here is wanting to hear me out. Nobody here wants to, they don't care. I wasn't there. Why wasn't I not there? Because I had been picked up for a felony warrant for obtaining U.S. currency under false pretenses. $300. I lied to a family. I lied to a family back then, and I scammed them out of $300. I had already been in jail for 5 days when those 2 girls were seen leaving the trailer by the owner and his wife of the trailer. The only person that was identified as being there was Todd. Why was it when the sheriff's department showed up, Todd said that Thomas had just left? I was in Forsyth County. I was in Winston-Salem. I was in the Forsyth County jail.
Oh,
I
good
was in
one.
Davie County at the time. So on November the 6th of 2000, when they came down to the Forsyth County jail, because I had been released on bond, promised to appear before the judge, he let me go. All right. When they let me go, they noticed that I had warrants in Davie County, Moxville, North Carolina. So they held me for the warrants. Didn't tell me what the warrants was for. Transported me back to the jail. From the jail, I was transported over to the Davie County Hospital. From there, they did their rape kit test on me. It was at that time that the two detectives said, hey, are you willing to let them take this rape test of you? Yeah, whatever, man. I did the blood work. I even offered, not to be nasty, okay? I even offered to give them my semen. I even offered to masturbate into a cup to give them my semen.
Oh my God, you are so...
There's no way. But that crooked ass little county, that little crooked ass little town, had it out for me. But nobody knows why except for myself and the court system now. Billy Crawford was a deputy sheriff. There. I had had sex with his wife multiple times. His wife was cheating behind his back with me. Okay. Billy Crawford was the sheriff assigned to the case, the sheriff deputy assigned to the case. When the girls came to their mamas and told their mamas, they had got drunk. Obviously, their mamas knew because when she came home, they were still drunk. But it's real funny. I've got all the court documents. What the victim's mom, the two victims, their moms stood up before that judge, and it's all, the court reporter's got it all here on file. I don't have my paperwork with me. She said, I don't know if that gentleman over there is the one responsible for any of this or not. All I know is what my daughters are telling me and what they've testified to. Okay? My trial lasted for 12 hours. Evidence was all presented. Following day, the juries gave their verdict, found me guilty. But how is it I was able to get back in court in 2009? I went back to court on an evidentiary hearing. Okay, an evidentiary hearing. Because that rape kiss was never sent. The judge gave me a reduced sentence. Okay, gave me a reduced sentence. And then in 2017 or 18, I was released from the prison system on parole. I was tampering with the bracelet. Listen, I don't know if anybody's ever out there has ever had to wear a bracelet in their life, but those things make you itch. And all I did was move it up just a little too much, and it stretched that band and it set that sensor off. Okay, and I got a violation for tampering.
Sure.
Sent me back to prison for 30 days. I came home. Then I got myself in trouble again because I started smoking pot, and I just started running the streets, and I just started doing whatever the hell I wanted to do. I didn't care at that point. I was done. But when I finally went back to prison for the last 6 months of that sentence and was released, when you're released from prison, they have to give you a shit ton of paperwork to sign. And one of those paperwork states that I'm obligated within my first 72 hours to report to a sheriff's department and register as a sex offender, right?
And you never did it.
I didn't get that paperwork that time. What I did get
Oh my God.
was a true notification from my caseworker that the appellate courts were still examining my case, and now they found further evidence. Okay, so I go down to the sheriff's department there in Forsyth County, North Carolina, Winston-Salem, and I show them the documentation. I show them the purple card and the green card that was given to me. How come they couldn't find me in the system that was saying that I had to register? I was no longer in their system. Davie County was no longer had the authority to do anything further to me.
You were lying.
I've been arguing this case for a long time. When I
Ask you a question. Now, since you were wrongfully accused and spent so much time in prison, can't you do something to the people who put you there, like sue them, or isn't there some kind of activist?
I have another trial. There's another trial date set. It's called an evidentiary hearing trial date.
Check out whether we got. Oh, we can even back it out.
Listen, give me a minute. They're done with my brand new engine. Let me just put y'all on hold.
His brand new engine. Sure, Thomas, your brand new engine. Sure. We're waiting for Thomas to come back, if anybody's in here. If there is somebody in here, Jay Grandma's got a bigger room going. I'm just recording this for my own video for YouTube. We're waiting on Thomas to come back. He says he got a new engine, but we know Thomas lies. Mabel Rose must have dropped. It's probably going to time out. It takes longer than 5 minutes to. Hey, Sugar Boom Boom. We're waiting on Thomas to come back. Jay Grandma is on over there if you'd rather go over there and watch. I'm just recording for my own YouTube. It's probably gonna time out. Hey, Sparkly. He went to pay for something. He said he got a new engine. He can't remember his lies. Matilda's over there in his comments. Guess we can look at the comments while he's gone.
Jay Sheilds. It'll tell you.
Oh, I knew he was going to end. Okay. If he comes back, I'll be back. I don't know if anybody's here, but if he comes back, I'll be back. I'm recording for my own YouTube, so I know Jay Grandma's on. She has more people, but I'm recording for my own.